back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. Welcome back to my beautiful returning subscribers. As I always say, you guys are amazing. Thank you guys for being here. A special big thank you to everyone who has dropped comments below my videos. All month you guys have been dropping comments, so I really appreciate that. Congratulations to this month's tarot reading winner. I will be drawing another name in the next couple of days for this new month's reading winner. So be sure to drop your comment below. Be sure to hit your notification bell as well if you would like to be entered for a chance to win a free reading. And if you have found yourself here for the first time, we would love to have you join us. So please grab yourselves a cup of tea, get cozy. We're going to have a little chat because we're all friends when we gather here together. But also remember to drop your comment below so that I can give you a chance to win a free reading too. You can check out my other links below as well. But for today's pick a card reading, we're asking the question, how does your crush see you? What does your crush think and feel about you? You know how you feel, but how are they feeling? We have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 with the selenite stone. Pile number 2 with the green adventurine. And pile number 3 with the red jasper. Now, whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting today from Spirit, and my timestamps are listed below. It's always important to remember not to force the message. If it doesn't resonate with you, you can try a different pile or a different reading. But my timestamps are below, and I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, today's topic is all about the crush on your mind. How are they currently seeing you? How do they feel about you? And this connection, pile number 1. Hello, pile 1. You were drawn to the selenite crystal. And your card today is the grasshopper spirit. Take a leap of faith. And today's reading is all about how does your crush see you? How do they view you? This grasshopper spirit is wearing this crown here, and the grasshopper wants to take that leap of faith. So this person could be crushing right back on you, actually, pile 1. They could be on this precipice of wanting to take a risk, but not sure how you're going to receive them. So it could be a very mutual energy because they're interested in perhaps building a foundation. I also feel like there could be already a present relationship, whether it be a friendship or just you've known this person for a while. I feel like there's already been some type of a little bit of an investment here, potentially too. So let's see. How does pile 1's crush see them? How does pile 1's crush see them? What is their opinion, their impression, their feelings? You have the 10 of Swords. It's an interesting place to start with the 10 of Swords here. The King of Swords, they could be a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And what's really interesting to me about this person is that there's something about this person's position. You could even work with this person potentially because they're complacent about, or they're not 100% optimistic about how they will be received if they take that leap of faith, or it feels really risky to come towards you and express how they feel. You can see he's wearing this great big collar too. So it's like, I have something to say, but I'm not letting myself say it. Now, sometimes the King of Swords is somebody who is has a position of authority as well. So please take that as it resonates. How does pile 1's crush see them? You have the Moon. The Ace of Wands. And we have the Devil. So what's interesting about the Devil is you'll always notice 2 people there. It's kind of reminiscent of the Lover's energy. And here's the Hanged Man, and here's the Death energy. There's a spark between the 2 of you. This is not just a one-sided crush for you, pile 1. This is somebody who feels very much attracted to you, actually. But they are letting things get in the way. They're in this Hanged Man energy at this time being, where they're letting insecurity or fear stop them from acting towards you because they know that it could make big changes or big upheavals in your life or their life. So the fear of the unknown here, the unknown could hold so many different things. Because I'm dealing with the collective today, I do feel attachment from this person a little bit for someone watching, not for everyone. For others, it's just this fear of being rejected that's stopping this person from really, executing change here towards you. Because it could be a friendship situation, or again, in the very least, there's been an investment into like an acquaintanceship of some kind. But it feels honestly, it feels mutual. I don't think you're crushing necessarily hard on this person as one-sided. I think that they also feel very much the same about you, but there's that Hanged Man. And there's something about this Ten of Swords, about the devastation of it, and about the ending of that cycle that can be quite painful, that really sparks great fear in me. There's this real, it's like, if I surrender to my thoughts, what's going to happen? Because they think about you often, this person that you are crushing on. But there's something about their status. There's something about their position in life, whether it be in life or love. There's something about that position that makes them very complacent, even though this spark is real. There's the Ten of Swords, but they don't feel hopeful. And even, again, the grasshopper's wearing a crown, so his position is being prioritized too. There could be other foundations in place, or again, a position of authority that this person is holding, that they fear if they step outside of that position and make a choice towards you, that it is very risky. And the Fool, yeah. Now, as I keep staring at that Ace of Wands, I do keep noticing that triangle at the bottom of that wand. And so there could be third party here, so please take that as it resonates. That's not a message for everyone, of course. And we have the Two of Pentacles, but if it is, you'll know that it's meant for you. And we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse position. So this person is very physically attracted to you, but they don't seem to have the ability to commit to you in this moment, or to commit to breaking whatever holds them back from executing change in their attraction to you. They spend a lot of time thinking about you, though, and thinking about wanting to be in a relationship. So as you'll notice, there's two people, again, standing in the snow and the cold together, two people chained to the devil. So this is not just a one-sided crush pile one. This is somebody who feels the same. And I feel like you almost know that. I don't think this is coming as a huge surprise. I think that you almost know that. There's this sense of transition and how they're going to need help to get there, whether it be just a fear association with taking that leap of faith, or something practical in the way that they need to make a decision about. It's like they're going to need a little boost to be able to actually execute change, because right now they're frozen in a fear. They're frozen in fear. And they claim that trying to bridge this gap between fear and solutions might take a lot of practical steps. And with the Death energy, sometimes those practical steps can come at the cost of something. It's like when a door closes, we open up a window. And this could be a friendship situation. They could feel like they're established in this friendship and they don't know how to get themselves wiggled into a new position in some way, because they kind of feel stuck. It's like they habitually have kind of found themselves in this situation before, where they get stuck in a friend zone, and then that turns into this loop and there's unfinished business because they habitually don't take leaps of faith when they feel called to. But they do definitely really like you. And thoughts of you, I will say, are their constant companion. Thoughts of you. How does their crush see them? We have here, set your course. It says, know where you want to go, have a plan in the right direction. And the Cheshire Cat reminds me a lot of the Chariot energy, of being pulled in different directions, being afraid of how they're going to be received by you. And they just don't know if they have the courage to execute change. So it's easier just to fantasize. We have here, use your time well, make every moment count. And again, the Cheshire Cat. There's something perhaps enigmatic about this person's smile, because there's something about the Cheshire Cat smile that really gets me every time. And this is somebody that would potentially wear masks around, and they don't really share how they truly feel. They don't bring that to the surface. Back of the deck says nature, communication, flower energies, fairy energies, and elemental messengers. There's a communication that between the two of you. It's like a silent whisper of the heart between the two of you. It's like spiritual communication. It feels like they have never actually come out and said something, but I feel like you have it's been implied. It's been implied that they feel a certain way about you. And I feel like you, again, you know how they sort of feel. How does pile one's crush see pile number 1, please? We have healing, reconnecting with your true nature. It's number 33. And you see the heart that's piercing out of the tree trunk. And the tree is a symbol of investments that we make and growth. And this person really wishes for growth too. But they just don't have a lot of confidence. We have lost love, surrender, healing, and release. This feels like it could be a work connection for someone, so please take that as it resonates. Could be a crush situation at work or in school. They are afraid of, I feel like they've lost opportunities before because of this same fear that they are applying to this attraction. And there's a real fear of them, and a real danger too of them losing opportunity with you. If it's just fear holding them back, losing opportunity with you because they delay too long. Back of the deck says reflection, illusion, self-examination, and distortion. And they spend a lot of time thinking about you. That's why the Hanged Man's crown chakra is always lit up, because they spend perhaps too much time reflecting and not enough time applying what they've learned during those reflections. Let's get some message cards and see how do they truly feel and see you. I'm going to start with the Honest Love Tarot. You already have Don't You Worry, I'm Coming. So how one's crush see them? How do they currently feel? What do they want to say? Make you jealous. So you make them jealous, or they make you jealous sometimes too. If there is a third party, there could be jealousy here. But even in general, they're just so attracted to you. We have the Page of Cups. I shouldn't have doubted my intuition. We also have, I've never felt like this before, and I want to look you in the eyes. I want to be truthful with you. I want to take my masks off, but it's going to require this big leap of faith, and I'm fearful. It's like they've surrendered to that fear because they don't know if they're strong enough. I wonder if I'm strong enough. How do they see pile number 1? What are their true feelings to pile 1, please? And I was the happiest I've ever been, but that wanted to come out reverse, the 10 of Cups reverse, which can indicate a fear of family foreclosure or obstacles in that way. There's even a loneliness associated with that energy too, along with the Hermit. So there's the sense of loneliness that this person experiences with these thoughts of you too. I can't even look at what I've done, the 5 of Cups. And I'm weighing out my options, the 2 of Pentacles. But we have the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse position, which means I don't have the ability to commit because I'm constantly lost in reflection and I feel like I've already lost my opportunity or it's too late in some way. But this is just them applying logic, their version of logic, to difficulty so that it gives them an excuse perhaps not to act. Because we're always looking for a scapegoat that allows us and gives ourselves the permission to take that path of least resistance. I'm going to pull these. There we go. What does pile 1's crush wish that they could say to pile 1 right at this moment? I'm trying to figure myself out. And I don't know how to let this go. I don't know how to let this attraction to you go. So this is such a, it's not even, I wouldn't even call this a crush. Is it called a crush when 2 people feel mutually the same? We have here unfinished business. We need to talk. And I have changed. I also just saw, can we start over? Every song I hear about is about you. I am aglow with thoughts of you. There's a sense of nostalgia and the desire to be reunited with someone watching too. This sense of deep friendship. I look for you wherever I go. And I'm afraid you won't like the person I've become. Back of the deck says, I'm making plans, but I need time. And they started out this energy with the cards with saying, don't you worry, I'm coming. So they may have intentions. Again, there's intention associated with this leap. They know what they want. That's what the Chariot can speak of, is knowing emotionally what I want, but not being sure if I have the strength to actually accomplish that. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 1. How does pile number 1's crush see pile 1 in the bowl? What was the last thought they had about pile 1 in the bowl? Whoops. We have the 6 of Cups reversed. Friendship, and it's unrealistic expectations when it's reversed. It's this feeling of like, am I being really naive to assume that this person likes me too? So they feel really insecure about how you feel. And there's also that, again, that message of reunions coming through for someone. But I wish that we could be reunited, but I can't commit to that. So we're stuck in this rut together. It's like we're in this state of inertia. We can't seem to move out of it because I'm worried that it's one-sided, but also I have an inability to commit. Sorry, my throat's closing. I have an inability to commit to the practical steps that I have to take in order to achieve, because it's making me step outside of my comfort zone. And no matter what that comfort zone looks like, it's forcing me out of it. And I don't know if I have the strength to do so. In the bowl today, we have the letters L and Y and V and E. We also have Scorpio and a music note and the apple of temptation. So you tempt this person. We have love on the foundation. I always think of marriages with that, so take it as it resonates. And this is somebody who wants to build the foundation of love too. We have the hatchet for severing and the Cupid's arrow. We also have here Jesus on the cross. He sort of wasn't upright, so there's a sense of victim mentality. I think of the Hanged Man, of course, and of a surrender. It's also like somebody who doesn't want to be seen as a traitor. We have here Taurus, very strong, and the Tree of Life, and I think of family with that charm. And we have the Key with the wings. So looking at things from a higher perspective is a way for us to find solutions to take the leap of faith that is necessary to create change in this connection. That's what I have for you today, pile 1. If that resonated with you, I would love to hear your story in the comments section below. And if you do drop me a comment and you would like to be entered for your chance to win a free reading, be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can enter you, but also so I can notify you, because I've had a little bit of a problem getting people to reach back out to me. But I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I hope that you come back and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the Green Adventurine. Tumbled Stone, and your card today is the Badger Spirit. Be fearless and bold. And this is your reading. How does your crush see you? What are their current thoughts and feelings? And the Badger Spirit is all about determination and powering through to change. This person could be really, I don't know, I don't want to say they're aggressive, because I feel like they have to pull this boldness out of themselves in order to create change, or they wouldn't be hesitating. And that may be what it takes for them to bring their feelings to the surface. So let's see here. How does pile 2's crush see them? What are their current feelings and thoughts about pile number 2? Please take the messages as they resonate and leave behind those that don't feel right to you. How does your crush see you? We have the 4 of Cups. They're coming from a place of a little bit of helplessness coming through here, to be honest, and they're kind of taking their time getting themselves out of that. There's a lot of electricity that they feel towards you. And there's a lot of like, it feels like sexual curiosity towards you too. But they're scared. I will say that they're scared. Here's the Hermit. Virgo, we have here the 9 of Wands. It does feel like this person is like watching you in a sense. It's like they are keeping tabs on you in some type of way. So they may know you from perhaps a work realm. It's like they see you often. And they like what they see. Here's the Empress, and here is the 9 of Coins. So if you wonder if this person finds you attractive, for instance, this Empress and the 9 of Coins is your affirmation of absolutely 100%, 100% yes. And I feel like you don't see yourself the way that they see you at all. I feel like your self-esteem might mirror theirs a little bit. I think there's a little bit of mirroring energy between the two of you. Because you don't see yourself the way that they see you for sure, and they don't see themselves the way that you see them. This person feels really shy to me. And so they're gonna have to pull this right out. It's like they're gonna have to pull it out of their butts, it seems like, in order to find the courage to be fearless and bold towards you. It's gonna take strength for them, because even the Nine of Wands is talking about this force that it's like the force required for this person to really step out of that comfort zone. It feels really big because they feel really quiet and they feel really shy. And I almost heard a message that said this person's used to being alone. It's like there's a sense of them perhaps being single for a really long time, or they're just a really quiet person. Because they feel like they pale in comparison to you. It's almost like they feel like they have to bow to you in a way. If this is a work connection, you could actually hold a position higher than this person at work. But you would know that because it's your crush. But that's coming out. Because that makes them feel insecure too. You make them feel insecure in general, but you're not doing it on purpose. They are looking for reasons to feel insecure. Because it fuels this belief that, like, oh, I'm helpless, I'm not capable, they're not going to like me back. There's just these feelings of insecurity that actually mirror your soul path, which is why perhaps you guys are really attracted to each other in the first place. We have the World at the back of the deck, and their successful conclusion is definitely being controlled by this Devil energy, by their insecurity. And there's the Eight of Swords. And they feel really limited. They're in this prison. They've made it. They made this prison themselves with all of their fearful thoughts and their expectant, like what they expect to be, how they expect to be received by you. If they do come out of their shell and are fearless and bold towards you, they're not sure how they're going to be received, even though they're going to be received really, really well with lots of celebration, because you feel the same way, because you're crushing on this person. But they don't see that, right? Because they don't see the truest version of themselves. And I feel like this person has also been crushing on you for a really long time. Let me get a different deck here. For a really long time, because they've been holding on to these feelings that they've been pushing down. They haven't been saying anything. But the truth is that there is almost a protective force. It's like they want to protect this version of you in their mind. And if this King of Wands knows what he wants, but what's influencing him is this Four of Cups, this feeling of helplessness. And it's going to take that boldness. It's going to take a leap of faith for this person that they don't feel ready to take yet, in order to create change here. You have the Wheel of Fortune. They feel like if they take that leap, you're going to reject them. That's what this person thinks. And so they're really insecure. They get also really insecure when they talk to you. They get really nervous when they talk to you. It's like they feel really imbalanced when they speak with you. But they've also, to be honest with you, this crush is kind of sweet, because they've also logged all of those conversations in their mind. They have all of them logged. They know, it's like they go over them. They go over all of the conversations you guys have had, because this person would love to be in a relationship with you. They'd love to, but look at the difference in these two cups. One is a hot cup of coffee and one is an iced coffee. And so there's this like feeling of like, we're different. You're hot and I'm not. It's like they think that they're a nerdy type of person. That's coming through too. They worry that you'll think that they're a nerdy type of person. But I feel like that's part of why you crush on them. Because they don't see themselves the way that you see them. Because they're so quiet. They're like a shy person. You have the King of Cups. But the truth is that this person has a lot of emotional investment in you, and they're really an emotional person. Just because they suppress it doesn't mean they're not emotional. They think that you have lots of options. And sometimes, especially if there's a work connection here, sometimes they feel like they have to turn their back on that emotion towards you because it would interfere with the work realm. And then we have justice. Yeah, there's something about position here, a position that we've walked into. And it does feel like a workaround position that inhibits them from speaking their truth. Even with the justice, it's all about the truth, and you can see that they're blindfolded. They think they're holding on to the truth with this helplessness, with this fear of rejection, but the truth is that they're not going to be rejected because you're crushing on them. This Emperor is really thinking about charging through into a new emotional start. And it's like if they could just have the courage to do so, if they could just have the courage to speak their mind and explore this pathway, because that's what they want to do with you, it's going to take off. And I will say that they are very physically attracted to you, to the point where they really want to explore where this connection could go in the physical realm too. So they are really, really crushing on you hard, right along with you crushing on them. But they feel really shy. Whoops, we have here a chain of events that will affect your life. They're convinced that this chain, and it's this world energy is connected to the devil, which is that chain energy of like holding us in place, chaining us to that pillar. And what their expectations are not going to be met with reality, but they're concerned that they won't sort of survive an approach towards you, that you'll reject them. When truly, if they can just break that chain, they're going to have success. And it could be, honestly, a chain of events that affects both of you. We have October being significant here. They could be thinking about expressing something to you, because the Hermit ultimately is really good at making plans of action. We have Skull, hidden secrets that can harm you. And the skull is a symbol of reality and transition and grief too associated. But I don't feel like this person is seeing things 100% clearly, because this is a quiet person, and it's almost like they're afraid that if you get to know them better, you're not going to like them. And we have here Eagle, triumph over obstacles, and Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. Your crush has this intention to make themselves known potentially here soon. Maybe even in October. And if they have the courage to be fearless and bold, there's this feeling of triumph over obstacles, and the two of you perhaps entering into actually a relationship in the future as well for someone watching. That may not come to pass for everyone watching, but there is potential with this person if they just have the courage to execute the plan that they're making. Oops, I don't do that. How does your crush see you? Pile 2. What are their current feelings and thoughts? For pile number 2, we have here, we are all mad here. Everyone is a little bit different. And it's number 23. And this person feels different, or they feel really shy. They don't feel like they match your frequency. But the truth is and again, there's a sense of them feeling like they're a little bit nerdy or something. But there's a sense of like, we're all different. All of us are different. You're not concerned with those differences. I don't know why I just heard the word Tourette's. So just take that as it resonates. That's definitely not for everyone. So please take that as it resonates to your situation. We have here, all must have prizes, trying to please everyone. It's the 13. It wanted to come out reverse. You can see she's holding on to this, it looks like a salt shaker to me, and this dodo bird. The dodo is extinct, and there's that old saying of going the way of the dodo. So it's like if we hesitate too long in the state of inertia, then we're not going to get a chance to have the success or the outcome that we can have, that has the potential to be seen in this connection. And so it's really going to take their fearlessness and their boldness. But they're really insecure because you are on this pedestal. It says shine bright like a candle. It says you'll make it through this. And it's strength that is going to help this person to execute change. And I feel like they really want to. How does your crush see you? What are their current feelings and thoughts, please? We have here deep cellular healing, physical and emotional healing, our Arcturus energy. And we also have here fall into my arms, holding the opposite extremes of life and surrender. Now, what's interesting about the healing card is it reminds me of the Four of Swords, which is a retreat, and the fall into my arms is like a surrender energy. So one's about holding back to reflect, and the other one's about just letting go. And that's the war that's going on inside of them. It does feel like they're waiting for like a perfect moment or perfection to come in where there's not a lot of fear before they take action. The back of the deck says, trust the timing. Time is not running out. Trust the waves you came in on, because they are worried about that. They're worried about the delays that they are actually precipitating. But let's see, what are some of Pile 2's crush's current thoughts about Pile 2? You were meant for me. And I think about you every single day. Oh, they're always in reflection of you. I feel like they almost see you a lot too. I feel like there could be a connection here where they see you quite a bit. This just feels so hopeless, but that feeling is not real. It just takes some practical steps. It's not a real hopeless situation. But it's like this person couldn't imagine that you would like them back. It's like they couldn't imagine that you would actually like them back. I've kept so much of myself hidden because they're a very quiet person, potentially. And I'm right here where you left me. Nothing has changed for me. I need help to bring forward my truth, because the Six of Swords is sometimes a call for help. It's like somebody who needs that extra little push off of that shore to move into clarity. And it says, I'm still holding on and I have no intention of letting go. It says, you give me a heart on. I always laugh when I see this card. It's like this sexual innuendo. So they could flirt with you sometimes, but I don't even know that this person feels bold enough to flirt that way, in that strict of a way. Let's get some message cards. What sort of thoughts have they had about pile number 2, please? The person that pile 2 is crushing on. We have here, you are on my mind daily. They think about you every single day. And it's like they seek out opportunities to contact you or talk to you. I'm just going through the motions in life right now. You have made me so happy, though. It's like you are a bright spot in their life. I feel for someone watching that this person could have gone through a depression in the past, so please take that as it resonates. I'm sorry if I've ever hurt you. I remember every detail of you, and they try to remember like every detail of your conversation. And I feel like they log that. It's like they're a very sentimental person. They like log that. So if you ever told them your birthday, for instance, in passing, they would remember. I want to reach out to you, but I'm scared. And I just saw I'm stuck in a complicated situation. Back of the deck says there's no going back now. So like if I take that leap of faith, I can't take it back. And they have this intention. They do want to bring forward this fearlessness. They have the intention of taking that leap. But sometimes our actions and our intentions don't necessarily match up, but they definitely have the intention of making themselves known. So let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 2. What was the last thought that pile 2's crush had about pile 2? In the bowl. It was a secret thought. They didn't share it. We have here the Three of Wands. So they thought about taking action. They thought about taking a little bit of a leap of faith. And some of their thoughts were a little bit in the fiery realm too, where they're thinking about the possibilities of where this could go. It was really kind of rife with fantasy energy too, because the Hanged Man can, he can come down from that tree whenever he wants to. He's not hung up there permanently. You can see how relaxed he is. So they're so relaxed in all of these thoughts of you because they have them so often. But they do keep them secret. In the bowl today we have IVF. Take that as it resonates. IVF. It could be initials though, or it could have something to do with the work realm too. We have you. We have you versus you. We also have here the elephant with the trunk down. So this person doesn't think that luck is on their side, which is why they're taking such slow steps towards you with the little foot. We have Gemini. We have a guitar. We have a hammer. I think about the work realm. We have the shamanic feather. I think about a healing realm too. So again, that you could work in some sort of hospital nursing connection. There could be some sort of connection to the IVF world. We also, and there's a baby foot too. We also have here the seahorse surrender, and we have the dolphin. And I think about flirtation and friendship with the dolphin too. All right, my dears, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates, and I'm praying for you and this connection. If you guys move into a connection in the future, there's potential here. If it did resonate with you, please drop your comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check out my other links below if you feel called to as well. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You were drawn to the red jasper, and this is your reading. Your crush, you know how you feel about your crush, but how does your crush feel about you? How do they see you? You were drawn to the dog spirit card without realizing it. It's number 19, and it says be loyal to what you love. And there is loyalty with the dog, and there's a sense of friendship with the dog too. And the 19 is the sun energy, so somebody who wants to bring their truth to the light, perhaps through a friendship. So I don't know if you're crushing hard on a friend. This could indicate that they see you as a friend too, and that they have a lot of loyalty towards you. So how does your crush see you? So let's see. Is it just a friendship situation? So pile number 3, how does your crush see you? So we're going to bring clarity into their true feelings. For pile number 3, please, how does the person that pile 3 is crushing on, how do they see pile 3? You have the Knight of Swords. We have the Sun. Very strong Leo energy. The Ten of Cups. They do, you know, and as I was looking at it, it says be loyal to what you love. And I wanted to say this person does love you. Like, it feels like they already, I feel like there is a friendship in place here, or something in place between the two of you, because they have deep appreciation for you already. Oh. And I feel like these emotions crept up on them too. They want you to see them as someone who's always going to be there for you. Like, they want you to see them in that light. That's very important for them, that you see them as someone who's strong, as you see somebody who is dependable. And we have the Fool. Back of the deck is the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Wands. I'm smiling because it's exciting. It feels really exciting, actually. Let's clarify this. How does your crush see you? Well, there's the Three of Cups, and that's the friendship element here. And it's supporting the Knight of Swords. So there's this sense of the two of you kind of investing in this friendship, and some feelings welling up for you, a crush situation where there's a lot of flirtation. And I feel like there could be a lot of like back and forth flirtation here. Sometimes I feel like this person has let things slip in a flirtatious way, that they were then like, oh my gosh, did that reveal too much? Like, there's a sense of worry about saying certain things. We have the Seven of Wands. But what's really interesting about this particular Seven of Wands is it's about obstacles. And in this card, we're trying to make it to that doorway. But it's very, very obvious where the doorway is. And I feel like it's almost very, very obvious how you guys feel about each other, if I'm honest. It's like you guys think you're hiding it well, or they think that they're hiding it well. And I feel like that's not the case. I feel like you're both sort of not hiding your feelings as well as you think that you are. And I just got Scorpio energy from this person, so that may not resonate with you. So please take that as it resonates. But something about their eyes, something about the Scorpio energy. Their eyes are very enigmatic. We have the Page of Cups. So if this is a friendship crush that you're having towards this person is thinking about taking a leap of faith in a very vulnerable way towards you. And it's like, I don't want to stay here. I want to make it to this doorway. I want a new emotional start. But how do I get around the obstacles? But the obstacles are not insurmountable, as I said. It's literally just going to have to take them literally taking that leap of faith. We have the Eight of Swords. And we have the Five of Swords. The back of the deck is the Death energy. And we have the Ace of Cups. I love this reading, to be honest. This is kind of a very sweet energy. You're crushing so hard on this person, but this person wants you back too. And in fact, it's been a really lucky day for crushes today, because there's this feeling of knowing what's possible in this connection, and knowing that I feel really good when I'm with you, and I feel really happy when I'm with you, and this person feels so happy with you too. It's like a very mutual. But then these feelings start to well up, right? This feeling of their intuition starts to build, where they're like, is there something more than just friendship here? Is there something more than just a flirtation here? I feel like this person could be really different from you, but you guys mesh really, really well. But then these feelings creep in, these emotions, and they let those emotions, those fears of the unknown, get the better of them. And there is a fear of change here. The Death energy is here, and we also have the Death energy with the 8 and the 5. So there's this sense of like, my emotions, my truths, my expectations are holding me in place. Because you can see she's not actually in a prison. She's not even wearing a blindfold in this case. She has her hands tied behind her back. She thinks that she's stuck because she knows she has to take a vulnerable step. But what they're convincing themselves is that if they take a risk, it's going to blow up in everyone's face. They're because they already have an emotional investment towards you, they never want to hurt you. They want to explore this, but they never want to hurt you, and they're very loyal to you. And to the friendship, of course, as well. So there's this inner conflict, or this inner dialogue that keeps telling them to hesitate, that keeps telling them to not act because it's going to take too much risk. And so they're stuck in this planning phase with the Two of Wands, of wondering what could happen, hoping for things to happen, when the truth is that if they just take this leap, permanent change, but beautiful permanent change, because there's the Nine of Cups. All of their wishes could be granted. Even between the two of you, all of your wishes could be granted as well. But we have the potential in this crush situation to create an actual relationship moving through here. But it's like they're so afraid to bring their truth to the light. They're so afraid to tell you how they feel, because they are loyal to the foundation that you guys have built, and they're very loyal to you, and they would never want to hurt you. They would never want to do that. But they are struggling to bring that truth to the light. They're struggling on how to find the words. And they're feeling internally conflicted about taking that leap of faith. But what does give me encouragement is the fact that that Fool is in charge, and this Five of Swords is just a support. It's just impeding them a little bit. It's just the voice in our head that tells us at that point of leaping not to leap. So it doesn't hold all of the weight. And so this person may have intentions of making themselves known too, because they want to tell you how they feel, and they want to know if it's mutual. I think that it's obvious between the two of you that it is mutual, but it's like there's this necessity for conversation. They don't feel quite ready yet for that, but it feels like a necessity for a conversation. How does Pile 3's crush see them? We have here, manage to be glad. Create your own happiness regardless of conditions. And it's number 43, which is like a 7. There's this feeling of like, even if you didn't reciprocate, they would not want to lose your friendship. They would not want to change anything. They always want your happiness. This is a loyal person to you. They want you to be happy no matter what. So they're like, as long as you're happy, I'm happy. Even if you're with somebody else and that stinks, I'll be happy if you're happy. But that would be a struggle. It's struggles for them to see you with other people if you are with someone else, or if you ever have been in their presence, so to speak. We have your clock and time pressure, and in a rush. And it's number 14, the Temperance. It wanted to come out reverse because they feel kind of stuck in a rut, and they wonder if time is going to run out for them for this opportunity. Back of the deck says, keep your temper. Don't allow anger to rule you, and it's coming out reverse. There's an emphasis on the Queen of Wands here. So you could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It's number 20. And at the base of things, this person does fear change. They're afraid of making a mistake. They're afraid of an error in judgment and not being able to go back from that mistake because they do value you. There's something, as this page stands in this field of poppies, there's a history here, right? It's like this would be a new emotional start, but there's already an established history, which automatically adds a quotient of emotional almost burden on us when we already have a history and we start like a relationship with a friend. And that's what is being brought forward in the cards today. How does pile 3's crush see them? We have here reflection. We spend a lot of time thinking about change with the number 13. Illusion, self-examination, and then distortion. Because as they consider the possibilities, they start to distort the truths and it starts to imprison them. They start to see these hurdles as way bigger and more looming and more fearful than they actually are. And it makes them doubt their intuition when it comes to the potential. And we have here healing, though, reconnecting with your true nature, because that's what this connection has the potential to offer them. And that is, I feel like that's what this friendship is already offering them. Back of the deck says the temptress, though. Seduction, deceit, a broken promise, number 15. It's talking about physical connection. It's talking about codependent energies between the two of you. So I do feel like if you're crushing hard on a friend, this friend is wanting to move this into an emotional new place with you. But I feel like they might need a little encouragement. Just a little bit of a push. Let's get some thoughts. How does pile 3's crush, what are some of their thoughts about pile 3? Your family won't like me. I feel for someone watching, and it's not for everyone, but there's like a cultural difference here or something. So take that as it resonates. That's not for everyone. Whoops. I hope you'll wait for me. Now, for some watching, there could be something practical in the way that makes this person hesitate. That wasn't the primary message I was getting through the reading. But this death energy could speak about endings bringing new beginnings. So please take that as it resonates to your situation. Love is the answer. And they are already loyal to you. They're already calling themselves a loyal friend to you. But it's deeper than friendship. Definitely. I am coming trust, but it's reversed. I think about the Magician, and I think there's the Ace of Pentacles. They want, it's like they have this intention to create change, but they're being very hesitant to actually apply the force, to actually implement the practical steps. But they see the potential. They're just not 100% ready yet to take that leap of faith, because that's what it's going to take in order for them to execute change here. What are some, here, what are some of their thoughts of pile 3 at this time, please? Pile 3's crush. How do they see pile 3? You would never guess that I still think of you. Keeping their energies hidden. I have never been the same since meeting you. But it's complicated right now. I just saw the connection is too intense for me. And home is wherever you are. I just saw, we also saw we have a lot to go over. I want to be your knight in shining armor. And we saw that with your Knight of Cups. They want you to see them as a protector and as a friend and as somebody that, but they also want you to see them as someone who you are attracted to. I just saw someone from your past will return. I just saw 3 little words, but I was too scared to say them. Oh, here it is again. There were only 3 little words, but I was too scared to say them, and I'm too scared to say them in the moment. Whoops. I don't know how you feel, but then we have on the floor, but you see right through me. The truth is that you guys can see through each other. You give me an indescribable feeling as well. And back of the deck says, we need to talk. And I feel like in this connection, you definitely need a conversation, and one conversation could clear out everything. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 3. What was the very last thought that pile 3's person had about pile 3 in the bowl? Did their crush think about? The 8 of Wands, reverse, the World, and the Queen of Swords. They thought about how frustrated they are in the delays in things moving forward, how frustrated they are at not being able to communicate the way that they want to communicate with you, and the uncertainty too about how you feel, because they're like, if I do give in to this temptation and take that leap of faith and tell this person how I feel, are they going to cut my head off? Are they going to receive me well? Are they going to be happy to hear what I have to say? So they were thinking about communicating something really important to you that could create a lot of change. But then they hesitated. They're also very frustrated with those delays, as I said. We have dance and the and sign. We have angels watching over us. I always think of Garth Brooks, The Dance here. We also have here the hammer. I think about work connections with the hammer, and the shamanic feather. So there could be a work connection to a hospital or some sort of healing environment. We have here, you're always in my heart. And we also have the wheel. It's on its side, the Wheel of Fortune. Sudden turns of events in our favor with the Wheel of Fortune, but only once we take that leap of faith and get that wheel in motion. So they do feel like things are kind of stuck and stagnant, and they've kind of surrendered in this moment to that stagnation because they know they have to take a risk, and they're worried about it blowing up in everyone's face and nobody being a winner. All right, pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. And if it did, please drop that comment below for me so that you can have a chance to win a free reading with me. I would love to read for you. You can also check out my links below for a personal reading from Etsy if you feel called to. I also offer a free mini read over on Instagram on occasion if you want to check me out over there. But I hope that you come back here for a visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.